Hello and welcome! This is X1 Bros. This is podcast number 18. We are not the establishment gaming industry.
We are gamers.
We are gamers. We are X1 Bros. All Xbox One, all the time. Welcome everybody to podcast number 18. This week we are not streaming. This is kind of a special podcast, if you will, because we had all kinds of technical difficulties. So we are live at my house, in my room.
Wow. Neato!
But other than that, everything's the same. The same guys are here. As always, I am joined by the man. He's so clever, sometimes he doesn't even understand what he's saying. It's Mr. McSpicy Spicy Man, Mark Haywood.
That is so true. Like, there's so many times where I just blow my own mind. And I'm like, well, where am I going with that? So, like right now. Okay, back to you.
I'm also joined by the man. If we had to count why we love him and how many different ways we love him, we'd be counting forever. It's Rad Like My Dad, Mark Ashley.
Okay.
Infinite love.
Infinite
love.
Speechless.
Wow.
Speechless, if
like
you will.
A Care Bear.
Speechless. And last but not least, on Saturdays, he wants to have breakfast in bed, so he sleeps in the kitchen. It's Jordan the man, Jordan Paskett.
Hi.
Anyways, we got a great show for you today, our first live one, so we're kind of excited because of our technical difficulties. But let's get this show on the road. Jord the man, what is going on in the world that is Xbox One today?
Okay, news for the week. Let's start out with the update. August update is a big update, and it's got a lot of cool features. So, first off, they're revamping the activity feed. When you go into your friends list, it's going to be a lot clean. Well, from what I saw on the video, it's going to look a lot cleaner. You're going to be able to like and comment from your activity feed. You're going to be able to share your DVRs from your activity feed. And also, you can send messages with DVRs clipped to them. So if I do something awesome in Titanfall, I can send it to Red Like My Dad and say, hey, watch this.
Cool. And is this going to be... this is going to eventually be... Because they talked about being able to do this with Facebook and Twitter, right? I mean, they didn't talk about it in this update, but previous they talked about being able to do that. So I bet you this will be... I can share this on Facebook right away. Here's a clip.
Oh, yeah, probably, yeah, because they do it with YouTube now, and they did talk about other social...
Yeah.
They just said social stuff, right? But you know, Facebook, stuff like that, Twitter. The one thing I'm most excited for is mobile purchases via Xbox.com or Smart Glass. So if you're like me and you're at work and have access to a computer, you can buy your game. And then another feature which is cool is when you buy your game, if your Xbox is in the auto update or standby mode, it'll automatically power up enough to download. It won't turn everything on. It'll just power up enough to download that game, so by the time you get home, it'll be ready to go.
The same as the automatic updates.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. So it won't turn on your whole surround sound system like it normally does. It'll just power up enough to download the game that you just bought from, miles away, and then when you get home, you can...
Keep going. I'm just pulling my notes out here.
You just pulled it out with such authority.
I know. I tear off that piece of paper on my notes.
I thought you were angry.
Does anybody not use the auto on?
Well, I know some people don't like it, maybe because they're always taking. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
the government.
They're afraid of people looking at you, maybe.
Their cereal.
But I have a little cover for that. So, anyway.
I do too. It's called Close.
This is what I'm most excited for. Well, this whole update I'm really excited for. But another reason this is probably the most excited I am for this one. The video playback notifications. That means when I'm watching Blu-ray player, Blu-rays, Netflix, Hulu, whatever you got, it won't notify you when your friends log in, and it won't show you when messages pop up.
That
nice.
So annoying.
So what's cool about it is you go into your settings and you say, okay, don't notify me this, and this when I'm in video mode. And when you come out of video mode, it'll automatically start notifying you again. So it's seamless. It's really cool how it works. So that'll be way nice when I'm watching Netflix or on date night or whatever. They're updating their Blu-ray player. It can now play 3D Blu-rays. So those of you with 3D Blu-ray TVs and 3D Blu-ray players...
I do. I actually have a 3D TV now. This might work for me.
Oh.
Yeah, so this is for you.
Yeah, all right.
In the August update, you will be able to watch 3D Blu-ray movies when they update their Blu-ray player.
Yeah.
Last thing, this isn't necessarily in the August update, but they're going to come out with this in beta form, if you will call it. They're redoing the home page. Right when you log in, you have your pins on the left, all the stuff on the right, like games and stuff. They're going to add a friends hub, which I think looks really cool. You'll be able to just see all your friends list and everything, what they're doing, all from the home screen. And in the home screen, they're going to have an achievement leaderboards. So it's going to have it'll have
this is where Jordan becomes the cool
it'll
guy.
have all of my friends, like right when I log in, I can see, oh wow, Mr. McSpicy just passed me in achievements on the achievement leaderboards to quote, they said, inspire some friendly competitive gameplay.
So will it be like the last game that you played, or
it'll be your full achievement score
or full? Okay.
Yeah. So and they said quote, to inspire some friendly competitive gameplay.
That's always good.
Yes.
That's cool.
Yes.
So.
And I like the example you gave too, that I was passing you up.
Oh well,
no, that was good.
I'll be at the.
That's going to be in the preview only versions. So all of us, I think, have the preview now. It's going to be in the preview only versions until they get enough feedback and tweak it how they want it to full release.
I like that.
And we will be receiving the preview sometime next week.
I like that.
Okay, console sales are up this month. According to the NDP, console sales are up by more than 100% for all consoles.
Oh, for all consoles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are up more than 100%. That's really good because that means people are buying a lot of stuff.
Is this from the last month, or is this
this
from
is
the last
from
quarter?
the last month, right? I think it's the month.
So in this, I saw an article that in this month's Xbox was up since going Connect.
Yeah, that's the next.
Selling the
that's
Connect
the next
list.
part.
Oh,
Gotcha.
sorry. Okay, well, I just
come on.
Jumping the gun.
Real cool. Are you doing the news?
no, that's why I don't do it.
They just the NDP just came out and said console sales are up by more than 100%. I think it's for this month, and I bet you it's because after E3 everybody got excited for what's coming out, so they probably went out and bought.
Yeah,
a lot
that's
of
true.
stuff.
That's true.
Now,
actually.
since the announcement of the Connectless Xbox, the June sales have doubled May's sales.
Wow.
Yeah.
But again, that could be due to E3. As well, right?
I think it was Connectless Xboxes that sold doubled the thing. I don't know.
Doubled Xbox before.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, again, because of E3, all the cool stuff coming out.
It's June. I just looked it up. So
Yeah, the NDP was June, right?
Yeah, the month of June.
Also, they released, guess what game is number one again? Watch Dogs. Followed closely by Mario Kart 8.
Oh.
So,
Dude, anyways. Mario Kart 8 is a really fun game. I just watch it, and I have fun.
all right.
Smile.
Into games. Into games.
That's what games should do.
Yeah, make me smile.
Well, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Even if you're not playing and watching it on somebody's stream.
That's true.
If it
Yeah,
makes
that's
you
a great
smile,
point.
yeah. Anyway, sorry, Jordan, back
Okay,
to you.
into games. The Evil Within was set to release October 21st, and now has been moved up to October 14th.
None of us here will probably buy that game because it'll scare the pants off us. So.
Yeah, we're
Nope.
wusses.
Yeah,
But for those of you out there that like horror games,
I think it
something to look
was.
forward
I think
to.
it was kind of a smart. Well, I don't know what else is coming October because I know the week before everything is coming out.
Yeah.
So I think they did it strategically to get away from all the other releases, right? Because
Yeah.
October's a big month. QuakeCon announced. There was an announcement at QuakeCon. Doom. The new Doom game is coming out, and it's just called Doom. It's not Doom 2, not Doom anything. It's called Doom because they are rebooting the whole series.
Doom. I like that, actually.
So Doom is coming out, and it's going to be on a new version of the id Tech engine, and it'll be coming out on Xbox One, PlayStation 3, and PC. Sniper Elite Part 1 DLC Save Churchill is coming to the consoles soon. It's already been released on Steam for $7, and it's coming to the consoles
Save Winston?
soon.
We have to save Winston Churchill?
Yeah, you have to stop
Yeah.
an assassination instead of
Oh,
assassination.
that's cool.
So no release date on Part 1 of the DLC, but it is coming soon. And it's $7 on Steam, so I'm assuming it'll be around that price for the consoles as well.
Anyone know? Is that game on Redbox? I would like to play that game.
No, it's not.
Dang it.
Pinball FX2 is
I'm
also
excited for
coming
this.
out, and that is coming out July 31st.
Did anyone grow up playing the pinball games? Like, those were like the first computer games that you had with the shifts.
And you go,
Oh.
and you hit the space bar too much, and then it'd be like, you're dead.
Dude, I
Pinball with
love pinball games. I can't wait for this. Did they announce a price? Anyone?
I didn't
don't
see.
know.
I just know it's coming out. Pinball FX2 coming out
I'll
July
look.
31st.
I'll look.
Visceral Games reveals 10 changes that they're making to Battlefield Hardline after receiving feedback from players in the beta. I'm not going to go through all 10 changes in the news, but if you want to know the 10 changes, just go to Battlefield blog, and they have a list of all 10 of them. Also, the second Battlefield Hardline beta is set for autumn, and it is for all platforms. I'm not sure if it's closed or open, but this autumn, all platforms are going to have a Battlefield Hardline beta.
Pinball FX2 is totally free for all players, and then you buy add-on tables for like $2.
Cool.
But it comes with, look at all those, comes with a buttload of...
that is a buttload.
Literally, a buttload.
So if you're excited for Battlefield Hardline, beta starts in a couple months.
Yeah, what is autumn?
When is autumn? Yeah, technically when is autumn, I guess.
When the
October?
leaves turn brown.
October?
Late September?
September?
Yes. Well, but yeah.
The great oak trees.
This coming this autumn.
All right. EA has also announced their cover picture for FIFA 2015. It's going to be Leo Messi.
Messi, the Argentine player who lost it for them because he could not score the goals against Germany.
He's still second place in Argentine history.
Anyway, he's on the cover. So, okay, I think biggest news of the week: Xbox Entertainment Studios has closed down as a part of Microsoft's restructuring.
That was big news.
Now, some clarifications. Just
XES.
because Xbox Entertainment, you guys didn't know Xbox Entertainment Studio was the one that was doing the Xbox TV. You know, all those they're trying to compete with Netflix and stuff like that.
Video production.
Yeah, basically.
It's not the game development side of things. That's
It's
Microsoft Studios.
Yeah, video production. Now, Microsoft came out with a quote: Xbox will continue to support and deliver interactive sports content like NFL on Xbox, and we will continue to enhance our entertainment offering on the console by innovating the TV experience through monthly console updates. So that's what they said in their closing quotes. Because I know people were saying, well, what about the NFL app? What about Netflix app? None of that's going to be touched.
No, apps.
And Netflix is still, it's just the Xbox video that they were planning to do, they're no longer going to be doing. And so Halo Nightfall was a part of all that stuff. None of that's going to be touched. Halo Nightfall will continue production.
Well, because that's going to be on cable anyways.
And Microsoft is currently in negotiations with Showtime to broadcast the series premiere or broadcast the series on premium cable alongside the Xbox debut. So none of that's going to be touched. Quantum Break also is not going to be affected. That series is still coming out. And basically, it's because I think those two games, they're pretty hardcore into development, and they don't want to stop, especially for Quantum Break. And then Halo, Halo's Halo. Yeah. They're going to do it either way. And Ridley Scott's a part of Halo, so I mean...
That's going to be
so those are not going to be touched. It's just the Xbox video is no longer. And, yeah.
So let's clarify so Microsoft, the big news was that Microsoft had a bunch of layoffs, right? And
18,000 layoffs.
Yes.
The majority of those layoffs, this is important to know, was not Microsoft employees. And this is sad, by the way.
There was a merge.
Yeah, there was a merge with Nokia. And it's unfortunate
that
a lot...
they bought them out. I guess it's not really a merge, but...
Yeah, they bought them out. Well, I mean, they thought... Originally, people thought, okay, they're going to gradually kill off the Nokia employees, but it's like just one big axe.
And they did emphasize that they got rid of redundancies. So, for instance, tech guys at Nokia, Microsoft doesn't need tech guys; they have tech guys, right? And so it's stuff like that. So, I mean, it's unfortunate, but that's important to clarify because a lot of fanboys out there, especially in
Sony fanboys,
Sony fanboys, were saying, "Yeah, Microsoft, look, they're doing bad,"
so
and celebrating people losing their jobs. First of all,
which is a shame,
but.
Yeah, because
it's not. It has nothing to do with Microsoft, really. It's their Microsoft is getting bigger, and so they're laying off people. So
redundancies.
Redundancies is the main focus there. Which is, I mean, it's unfortunate for those guys, but
right? You gotta.
It is important to say, Satya, that's his last name. The CEO, I don't know his first name.
Yeah,
Satya. He did say he will continue and support Xbox with Microsoft, and Microsoft is glad to have.
Oh yeah, and so this had all with the exception of getting rid of the
Xbox
XES.
Video.
Yeah,
XES.
Entertainment. What does it stand for?
Xbox Entertainment
XES.
Studios.
I just know it's
Studios.
You spell it backwards.
Well, that's how I remember. I think when people hear
I just got that.
Okay, good.
I think when people hear they're closing down Xbox Entertainment Studios, that sounds like games.
Yeah,
but
it does.
not.
It does. And so that's important to clarify because there are a lot of fanboys out there celebrating people losing their jobs, which is just we celebrate progress, but not people losing their jobs. And I do think this is progress.
But it is important to state that Satya, I think is how you pronounce his name.
We don't know.
Said he supports and will continue to support Xbox. Microsoft is keeping Xbox because I know when this all first started happening a couple months ago, people were afraid Xbox was going to go away. It's not.
Yeah.
And
we'll get into.
They've made the changes to make sure it doesn't go away.
Phil Spencer, which we'll get into during the discussion, but sent out a letter, and I would highly encourage anyone that has questions about it to go read it. You can look it up. It's like an internal email he sent out to all the employees regarding this situation. So I would encourage you if you have questions, go look that up. We'll probably put it in the show notes actually.
Yeah.
And
I actually have it up here too, so we can read it. But anyway.
Oh, and before we finish with news, I had one thing that I wanted to talk about.
You want to do it after?
I thought you were done. I just shut up.
You're fired.
Last thing on the news, I thought I'd mention it because it's on Wednesday. Destiny beta on the Xbox consoles starts July 23rd, which is this Wednesday. And you should all get it.
I'm so
the beta,
stoked.
it's probably important to say this, even though I think this is stupid.
Oh, yeah.
Ready?
Here we go. Yeah.
The beta will not be in 1080p.
Oh,
so, why bother, right?
That's it.
Just
I'm not
kidding.
playing
No.
it.
I'm not playing
I'm
it
not
anymore.
playing
it.
It's not going to be fun.
Yeah, stupid. Got it.
Changes
Anyway,
the whole game.
now that's just the beta. Bungie community manager David Daig.
Oh, let's just call him Dave.
David, let's just call him Dave. Dave.
Davey. We're on a first name
Davey.
basis.
Maintained
Davey.
the developers aiming to hit 1080p across all platforms for launch.
Yeah.
This is just a beta. Plus, this close to launch, I'm sure we're playing a game.
I hate
from,
that this even has to be news.
I know it's
I
so.
know.
And when you go
Oh.
into any website, electronic, it's like number 2 or 3 headline, and it's just like, come on, guys, are we still having this discussion?
980p, and it'll probably be 900p. I'm assuming that's like what Titanfall and stuff are playing in. But I mean, come on.
And Titanfall looks terrible, man. I'm just
That's why I don't play it anymore.
For some reason, I can't get 1080p on my 720p TV.
I know, see? You're screwed.
I don't know if you're so concerned about that 100 pixels. I think
180 pixels.
180
Come on.
pixels.
Those people will call you out if you don't
If
get
you're-
those 80 pixels
if
right.
you're that upset about that 180 pixels, you probably got a lot more problems to worry about.
that's true.
Very good point.
There's probably no pleasing that person. So anyway, there's actually one more thing in the news, and that will be turned.
Yeah,
over to
and I'm
David.
covering it because this is my cup of
Yeah,
tea.
so
oh, dear.
That's right, it's my cup of tea. I love this stuff.
Go ahead, David.
Going along with Madden. Anyways, with the release of Madden and everything, I thought that this was really cool. The Xbox Live will have an option for you to purchase NFL Sunday Ticket for the season, where you get every single NFL game streamed through your Xbox One. Local games will be blacked out because they'll be on CBS, Fox, whatever. It's $240 for the season.
$240.
$240 bills.
$240.
$240 for the season. Unfortunately, and this is the kicker, because NFL Sunday Ticket is through DirecTV. It only is going to be an option for people who do not have DirecTV coverage in their area. So if you don't have DirecTV coverage in your area, get an Xbox and you'll be able to get NFL Sunday Ticket. I hope. The reason I'm excited for this is because previously it was only on the PlayStation 3. They were the first one to do this. Now it'll be on both the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox. And I hope, and I know everyone out there hopes, that this is just another step forward to giving us power over what content we watch, like the NFL. And hopefully it'll be a standalone app one day, and we'll just be able to say, hey, yeah, I'm getting it.
Yeah, I'll just get that. Just
Yeah.
for the
Like Major League Baseball does it right now. You can get
NHL.
every game.
Well, even
WWE just did it with the
even
Xbox
look at ES.
Live
I
app.
watched the NBA Finals on the ESPN app for free,
Yeah.
and I watched every game.
Yeah, so I'm really excited about that. It's unfortunate it's not available to all of us yet, but maybe it will be. But I think it's definite news. Anyways, good news.
Didn't Microsoft sign a contract with the NFL? So how come you'd think we'd get a little bit better deals?
I'm not sure what the details of the contract are, but I'm pretty sure it's just an advertising contract, because if you notice,
it's
the
always-
Surface is everywhere when you watch the NFL. So, and the Xbox as well. And I know because it turns off my TV when I'm watching when I'm watching it. Anyways, awesome news. Anyone news? Is that the news, Jordan? Am I done? Did I cover that?
You
Okay.
ended it.
Okay. Thank you. Oh! Sorry. That's the wrong one.
Day. And your walk.
That's what happens when you go live, baby. When we are live and in person, you don't know what's gonna happen. I kind of like.
All I see is Ashley just making faces and pointing at me this entire time too. So.
Anyways, it's the segment where we try to save you money. Rad like my dad. What can people buy for less money this week?
All right, over at slickdeals.net, they have, it's going to be at Target. And thanks to one of our friends on the show who pointed out that they have this, Microsoft Xbox One console. When you buy that, you get a $50 gift card from Target. But this doesn't start until the 20th, and it goes till the 26th.
Oh, on that note, did you see Target's flash sales? Was it this last week on consoles or the week before? I don't know. It was recently. I think it was this last week. The flash sale, the $399 price, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, $70 off. It was a flash sale for like a day, I think,
yeah,
2 days.
crazy.
So a bunch of people picked it. In fact, I got an email from people that said, "Hey, I just picked up an Xbox."
Woohoo!
Awesome.
And I was really jealous. Anyways.
Awesome.
So this $50 gift card is kind of along those same lines.
Yeah, you could buy a game with it.
Yeah.
Why not, right?
Yeah, true.
Okay, and Battlefield 4 is $27.53 over at Amazon.
Whoa, is that on is that on the consoles?
That's on the Xbox One.
Wow.
We are an Xbox One podcast, Jordan. So
Yeah.
Wow, I might get that.
Yeah, stupid.
Well, no, that's a good.
don't tell
Battlefield's
people
still a
about
$60 game,
consoles.
isn't it?
yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I have been thinking about buying.
I've been
Battlefield,
wanting
so
to
that
wait
one,
for Hardline, but
that one interests me.
But is it PHM
Yeah,
360? He said Hardline's gonna suck, so I think he did said that right the other day.
No,
maybe I'm wrong.
No. I mean, people have it. It's you can't just start
Okay,
shooting that out there.
sorry. Okay, he said.
We don't know if it's gonna suck or
Well,
not.
no.
He says that Battlefield 4 is really good now.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what he said. There. Sorry.
Sorry, PMH, for misrepresenting you on this podcast. We
Yeah,
love you.
I got your back.
Yeah,
So
yeah, he does. Jordan.
jerk.
I just like to say it how it is.
Back to you, Rad. Back to you. This is
Okay.
his segment. I mean, come on.
In other news, we've got GameFly has Titanfall for $27.99 used. Go get it. It's awesome. And then it's not the deals with gold, but it's like their flash sales deals with gold on Xbox. Wolfenstein: The New Order is $39.99, which it's also that at Amazon and at GameStop. So, which it has been for 2 weeks. But, and then we've got deals with gold. Plants vs. Zombies
Which
Yeah.
Which
I
we
bought.
all
We
have.
all bought
We
it.
all-
We
yeah.
all bought that at that
is
price.
$24. It's 40% off, and so it's $24. It's a sweet game.
Yeah, I'm
Awesome.
still trying to figure that game out. Be prepared for, if you've never played it, for a learning curve a little
Yeah,
bit.
learning curve.
I have no idea. All
But
the
it is-
zombies and plants look
It's
the
a
same
lot
to
of
me.
fun just to like mess around with it. You know, it's a fun game.
It is really. That
And
game
it's-
brings me. That's a game that I watch. I was watching you guys stream, and I had fun watching you.
Yeah.
That's how fun that game is.
It's probably because all the noises you make when you're walking.
No, and it's a very deep game. I mean,
Yeah, like you don't think it's really intense.
Yeah,
like there's a
there's-
lot to do.
there's a huge, basically, tree of abilities that you can start unlocking. There's a whole bunch of challenges
It's
in that game.
it's a good game.
decent. It's a good game.
But
Well
that is
done.
it for this week.
Awesome. Battlefield is probably the one for me.
Yeah, $27.
That deal that I would probably get. Also, if I hadn't gotten Xbox, that $50 gift card is really good.
Well, yeah, that I don't know. That recommend that I got the other night. I kind of want Battlefield 4 now.
yeah, I've
and-
been thinking about
from
it.
And I guess
PHM 360.
and Wolfenstein for $40.
Yeah,
It's a sweet game.
the
Yeah.
recommend from
But I rented
PHM
it,
360 kind of got me excited for Battlefield. So
That's enough, the both of you.
Oh man, that means it's time to talk about what we're playing and what we've been up to. Let's start with Jordan the Man. What were you up to this week?
I played Plants vs Zombies.
Nice.
Well done.
Succinct statement. What were your? Wait, is that all you played for? Basically, it is, huh? For your.
Yeah.
Wow, and we
We've
did it
been
on the
playing that all
couch cast
week.
too.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Who would you like to play?
I like to play as Bellsprout. I don't know what they're called, but I call him Bellsprout because he looks like the Pokemon
And
Bellsprout.
he's the pea
from-
shooter.
Yeah,
Pea
he's the
shooter.
pea shooter. Yeah, he's Bellsprout.
The little guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
he's just a little guy.
He even talks like
little guy.
Bellsprout, like when he runs.
I like when he jumps and he goes. Wee.
Yeah. So Anyway, so I play as him on the
Plant.
plant side, and then I play as the all-star on the zombie side.
The
But the
football
zombie
player.
side, I don't think the all-star is as good as I thought he was when I first started.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
going to try
kinda-
out like that rocket guy was really cool.
Well,
The rocket zombie dude.
The rocket
it's
zombie.
because I was playing him.
Yeah, well,
That's
like
why I looked up.
because I've only played the one zombie, so I think I'm gonna. I don't know who I like on the zombie side. I did like the all-star, but I think there's some other ones I might like. The game is really fun. All the DLC for the game is free.
That is nice.
With the exception, I think they probably have like I'm not sure. I've only we just started, but I think they do have like
'Cause you can
microtransactions
still
to buy the
stuff.
currency,
Yeah, you still can buy.
like the currency and stuff. But I mean, you can earn that. I mean, we earned a ton just by playing
Horde.
6 waves. Yeah, horde mode, and 1 round in horde mode. We earned a ton of currency. So all the maps and stuff like that, though, all those are free. So it's a cool game, and
Free DLC. I mean, that's a
like
crazy concept, right?
like Mr. McSpicy said, it's a lot more in depth than you think.
It is.
Yeah,
It's
it's
so-
really
it's
you
a
can
deep
Yeah.
game.
you can
I was-
It
customize
is.
your characters. You unlock different weapon sets and say
Okay.
or not weapon sets, but like weapon ability type thing. It's cool.
So now the dreaded question: what at this point would you give it?
I'd give it like an 8 or a 9.
That's it.
No, I'd give it like an 8.5. I'm
kidding.
only like
I'm just kidding. I
I'm
just
not that
wanted
far.
to provoke
Right?
discussion.
I would give it like okay, yeah, I'd give it like an 8.5 because the one thing I don't like about it is it's hard to tell not what team I'm on, but like who to shoot because everybody looks the
Yeah.
same. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I could see that.
So that's one downfall.
Well,
But
'cause
maybe
there's
I'm
a
just
few,
stupid and can't see.
zombies
properly.
that have
Well, I'm
green
the same
helmets
way,
on.
too.
Yeah, maybe I'm just
It's
stupid
just-
and I
Oh,
I
yeah,
can't
shoot
see.
at everybody,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
if numbers start flying out, then I keep shooting
Yeah.
at them.
So George the Man played Plants vs Zombies this week. Had an awesome time.
Nah, I give it a 9. I'll give it a 9.
He gives it a
I'll
9.
give it a 9.
He gives it
It
a
was
9.
that fun. It was very
There you go.
colorful.
Wow.
Let's go to Rad Like My Dad. What were you up to this week?
I think it was just Plants vs Zombies.
Again,
That's
yes.
it? You didn't play any Titanfall or anything else?
You usually play Titanfall.
Did I play that? Well, we were gonna play on Sunday, and then
Let's real quick.
issues.
Let's mention that we apologize for those of you who
For
keep up with the
community.
calendar and wanted to do community play. The servers were down.
Microsoft
The
servers.
Xbox
Yeah.
servers were
Yeah,
down.
so
Xbox Live connectivity was
so
down.
we weren't able to play. So we apologize.
It was outside of our ability to fix.
Yes.
So,
But they're up now, and everything's
but
good.
every time we try to do something, just plan on something going
Yeah,
crappy.
it always happens.
Yeah.
Like
tonight.
right now,
Like
today.
tonight.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Why
in
we're all
person.
here in person right
To
now.
Microsoft's credit, since the launch of the Xbox, that is the only time the servers have went down. And
or
we're almost
Thursdays when we stream, but that's Twitch.
no, that's Twitch app.
That's-
That's
yeah,
not the
Twitch
servers.
app.
Yeah,
I have
the servers
never-
themselves.
When you go to the servers on Microsoft, you can actually
Yeah,
see
they-
the server status. I have never been there when Twitch has not been having issues. The Twitch app.
Yeah,
This is
it's
not.
always-
this
it's
is
always
not
up.
Xbox Live.
We
This
need
is
a
the
new
Twitch
app.
So hey, to
They
their
have
credit,
so much on there.
it'll be a year in November, right? And we've only had one server issue.
Yeah, so
That's
far.
pretty good.
Yeah, not bad.
So-
Well, one major one maybe.
Yeah,
I don't
major
know
one,
how
yeah, I-
major it was, but
Um,
so Plants vs
Plants vs.
Zombies.
And honestly, my favorite gameplay is I think it's called Gardens versus Graveyards. And
Gardens and
there's
Graveyards,
Gardens
yeah.
and Graveyards, and there's 6, I think, or 7 of them. And you go around and you have to control one. You have to change it into a graveyard.
Oh, so it's
And
kind
then
of
you
like
go
a
from
capture
there
the
to
flag?
the next one, and then to the next one, and you have 5 or 6 minutes for each one, or something.
What
like
did
that.
you think of the gnome mode? I kind of liked that mode.
I hated the gnome.
Really,
mode.
I like the gnome where you. So there's
Is
each
that the
team has
bomb
3
one?
points, yeah, and you take a gnome and you put it on their point. And you have to defend it until it explodes.
Although when I was playing, we'd start the game and then you'd look and half the team just disappeared. So you're playing against like 10 on 5, and you're like, okay, this is not gonna work. But
So what would you? Oh wait, let me ask you this, because you bought it because it was on sale. Would you pay? Because what is that game normally?
$40.
$39. Having played it now, is it? Could you recommend it to someone when the price goes up?
well, I've played it like probably 6, 7, 8 hours already this week, and so I could say, I think I'd pay 40.
Is that good of a game, huh?
I'm super cheap, and so it's like $40. There's something else I can get for that.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, I think it's a good game. And at first I was like, "Oh, this is a kids game," but honestly, no, that is not a kids game. That thing is way too hard to be a kids game.
Yeah,
That's
it's fun.
Like, but kids can play it. It's still. Like,
Well, I think they still do
and they
play
still
it.
do. There's
I
a
mean,
ton
when
of
we were
them, but-
playing with
How
some
many-
of the community.
But
How
like,
many kids have told me to
it's like
do
we said,
stuff
it's
to people
way more.
and play Call of Duty?
Yeah.
I know, yeah.
Yeah,
I
there's
don't
way
think
more
that-
into that game than you think.
Yeah, I think it's It's not those kids that play this game. The kids that play Call of Duty that tell your mom to go and what to do with her and everything. Yeah, those. It's a different. There's a different class of kids playing Plants vs. Zombies.
When I was playing, I swear I was playing with a kid that was playing with his mom as well.
Oh, I can see that.
That's cool.
Which is kind of cool.
That is cool. Yeah. Family time.
I support family time on the consoles.
Yeah.
I do too.
I do too. No, I think
Just don't tell me what to do with my mom.
And Mr. McSpicy's wife was playing. And did you like it?
She did. She said,
"You tell me," because I actually had to step out.
I think she liked it because it was a plant.
I
don't think she liked the controls very much, but the whole plant concept she was really good at.
And I will say, you know how she gets annoyed with us with our woohoo after we jump out of Titans? That plant says woohoo all the time, and not once did she get annoyed. In fact, she said, "Oh, that's really cute."
Yeah.
So next time, you should call her on that.
I'll point that out.
Hey, I'm just trying to be cute like the plant.
Yeah, remember the plant, how he said?
Like Bellsprout.
Yeah, just like him. That's
So both Jordan and Rad Like My Dad, Plants vs. Zombies all week. Very nice. Mr. McSpicy, how about you?
I played a lot of Guacamelee.
Yeah, you
I
did.
love that game.
My wife wouldn't play. I guess she was busy because it is a co-op game. But holy crap, that game is cool.
Yeah.
I played the crap. I haven't beat it yet. I played the crap out of it, and I just fell in love. It is so neat.
Dude, what do you think of the music? Because that's what I really enjoy with that
so
game.
Cool. The music, the whole concept. You're a freaking luchador. I mean, the whole thing, and you're like bad A. And I was going through watching all like the cinematic scenes that I unlocked, and they're so cool. Like the when he's changing his outfit and he's bursting out of his clothes,
And his giant heart on his chest.
Yeah.
I want one.
And then there's another cut scene without giving any spoilers when it shows kind of a childhood scene. He's got the mask on it and everything. Oh my gosh, it's so cool. You're just like, yeah, it's a good game. So I played the crap out of that. I highly recommend that. I would buy that again in a heartbeat.
Yeah, it's a free for gold, so if you haven't checked it out, you have no excuse not to check it out. Go check that game.
Before the end of the month,
free.
right?
Yeah.
Get it before the end of the month. Or is it permanently free? I thought it was free with gold.
It depends. They
change back and forth. Yeah.
Normally it's just till
because Max is still.
Well, yeah, Max and Spartan Assault is still.
We're still at the beginning.
Spartan Assault isn't anymore.
We're still at the beginning
anymore?
though, so who knows how it'll work.
We don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's not really.
All
an
I'm saying is,
extensive
if you
game
have
library.
if you have Xbox Live and you have not gotten that game yet,
You're stupid.
Yeah, stupid. Get it, because that game, you feel so cool. It's a 2D platformer. It reminds me a lot of Metroid, Super Metroid from the Super Nintendo. Not in style at all, but in concept. How you
know what it reminds me of? A little bit of Ninja Turtles, too. When you're fighting,
like the NES,
the NES where
the
you were
impossible game with the damn,
and you're jumping and stuff. The fighting style is similar to that, I think.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know if I'd say that.
I would.
Okay.
I just
did. Boom.
Because they all
drop
wear
that
masks.
mic and walk away. Because they wear masks. No, yeah, I mean, because they even have like objects in the game that allude to the Super Nintendo Metroid being their inspiration.
Cool.
Oh, yeah, that's right. What I loved about that game was the atmosphere. Like, they nailed the, like, south of the border, western feel, and it's just fun. It's just a good time.
If you haven't seen Nacho Libre, if you like the movie Nacho Libre,
you'll love this
you
game.
will love this game.
Yeah.
The stretchy pants.
Stretchy. I need to borrow some sweats.
It's for fun.
All right, so what are your thoughts on Plants vs. Zombie? Are you in agreement with everyone else?
So Jordan, I saw the reason I bought this game is because I was watching Jordan stream it, and Jordan hopped on. Yeah, what are you doing?
Sorry.
Gosh.
He's over there
making noises.
Just for fun.
Just for fun. It's for fun. I saw him streaming it, and I was like, shoot, I think I'm just going to go get this game so I can play with it. I went to go get it. It took like 3 hours to download. So everyone, I was in the party. I was in the Xbox Live party. I was just sitting there. And so I was like, okay, shoot, I'll just go play 1001 Spikes till it's finished. And I played that for 3 hours. So I didn't get as much gaming in as everyone else did. But I wish I did, because when I started playing with everyone else, I felt like a total noob. Your learning curve has increased a little bit, and I was still shooting my own team. I don't know, but I liked it. I mean, can you hear me? Okay?
No, yeah. I was just sorry. I'm just messing around with stuff. I'm just playing with my toys.
Now that we're here in person, it's like all the little things like distract. I have ADD, so Mark's making faces
Honestly,
and pointing at me.
The best thing on Thursday when your wife was playing was the first thing she asked was, "Can I hurt you if I shoot you?"
She she's a cute thing. She's cute. But yeah, I thought it was. I think it's a really good game.
Yeah.
Although I don't think I can give it a score again because I haven't played it enough.
Yeah.
But everybody, I played a lot with the community when we were doing that. We played with Six and some others. Who else was Atomizer? I think hopped in, but he didn't.
The Evo from Australia.
Yeah,
I think. I don't know his full gamer tag.
Dark was there.
Assassin. Yep.
I played with them, and they were huge fans.
Yeah.
Huge
And
fans
they're
of the game.
good,
And we've been being told to buy this game for a long time.
We have been.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those games that you look at and you're like, man, I don't know.
Yeah, it's one of those things.
Yeah, it really-
I probably never would have got it unless it dropped price.
I was surprised when you hopped on that
No,
stream. I was
the
surprised.
first one that got that.
I know.
I think that's a
That
record.
never happens.
We should have taken a picture of it or
I
something.
know.
I was actually proud. Like a tear came to my eye. I was like,
that's right.
He bought
He
it.
bought a game. He bought a game. No, yeah.
Awesome. So, Plants vs. Zombies, a little bit of guacamole,
Not
which
a
is
little,
an
a
awesome,
lot.
a lot of guacamole.
And
Plants vs. Zombies with some guacamole on the side.
Oh, really good joke, David. Give me a high five right there.
Oh yeah. That's good.
And 1001 Spikes while I was waiting, and
Nice.
I've been stuck on a level for that for probably 4 hours.
What percentage of that are you through? Do you think?
I don't know. I'd have to go.
Could you
check.
guess? Could you give us an educated guess?
Well, because the game's huge. I mean, because I'm
On
probably
an alphabet scale, he's on a G.
for the first playthrough on one character, the character you start out with. I'm 60% in, probably.
Oh, okay.
But there's like 20 different characters you can unlock, and I'm only like 5% on each one of those. So I don't know how that equals out. And I'm trying to 100% that. So
Yeah. Cool.
cool beans.
Cool beans, man. Cool
Cool
beans.
beans.
So myself, I did play Plants vs. Zombies with you guys. I downloaded it. I never got a chance to play it on my own. I played it with you guys, and I watched you guys play it. I just played that Horde mode with you guys yesterday. Yeah. It's lots of fun. I like the special abilities and the difference. Like, the characters are drastically different and have drastically different abilities, and I think that's what makes that game fun. It reminds me of Team Fortress, but with Plants vs. Zombies, because those guys had such drastic different abilities
I can
too.
see that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's very Team Fortressy.
Yeah. So I look forward to playing that this week. So I just played that on the Couchcast, but I played Zombie Driver this week.
Yeah.
What
are your thoughts on that one?
Well, I started off by playing Watch Dogs, and it was just one of those days, a long day. I was tired, and I'm like, where do I go? What do I do? What's happening in the story? Screw it. And then I just threw it in Zombies because I didn't want to think. You don't have to think in that game, first of all. I played every single mode. I started out with the 2 racing modes. Well, I guess it's a racing mode and then like a survivor mode where you're running over and just trying to survive. Those modes are fun. The fun wanes after a little while because you're by yourself. If that game, and it's not multiplayer, that game is single player only. If that game was multiplayer, those modes would be really fun, especially the racing one. Because I had fun playing that, and at first I was like, "Oh, are these guys online? Am I playing against someone? Oh, he nailed me!" And when I found out it was just a computer, kind of took away the excitement.
Yeah, the AI
for me. But those modes would be awesome for multiplayer. I'm surprised they didn't, and I think it's a huge mistake on their part. The campaign is terrible. It's boring. I'm not even going to continue. Enough said.
You could because. That's what I've heard when everybody's talked about that game. So why is the
campaign is boring because the missions are just poorly written. It's basically run over all the zombies you can, or shoot and you can get guns on your cars and stuff, and shoot them and stuff, and then you bring the survivors back, or run over all these zombies, or kill this main zombie and do this. But there's just not enough variety in the gameplay to make that fun. Whereas the racing part, you have an objective, and that objective is fun to win, right? I mean,
so there's a point there in the campaign. You felt like, what's the point?
Yeah, what's the point? This is just not. It's very repetitive. I do like the bird's eye view. I love bird's eye view games. When I was racing, it was reminiscent of Off Road on the SNES.
I remember that,
and I loved that game. It's not as good as that game, but and so I hope they come back and try another one of this. This game was on the 360, I believe, so it's not It's not like this is their only shot and they failed miserably or anything. And it is fun.
But it's only fun for like an hour, if that, right?
Yeah, I just wish. I just wish. I mean, if people want to unlock cars, I'm not really into unlocking stuff, so that didn't motivate me to do that. But if I had friends playing that game, then I could. Oh, okay, let's race. Let's beat these. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's see how many waves we can get through together, and that would be fun. But
fair enough. Yeah.
but the art style's good. All in all, I'd probably give it a 6 out of 10.
And here's the thing with
Which I like the alphabet scale more. I would give it a C-.
a C-.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
What were you gonna say? Here's the thing.
I don't know. I think cool, bad A cars running over zombies is a formula where you can't fail, and it looks like they did.
Well, I think they failed because they why isn't there multiplayer? This would be awesome on multiplayer.
Because, I mean, think about
It
it.
would be fun because it is a game. It's not a game that we're going to sit down and be like, oh, let's really get into the story here and the lore. No, it's a game like, hey, let's sit down and run stuff over together. And you could sit and it would be a blast, but you're just by yourself. And so it's just like, hey guys, look what I just did. Oh, there's no one around to show.
Anyways, yeah, I just thought I thought that game looked freaking awesome, and I saw everyone doesn't like it that I've talked to. Everyone doesn't like. I haven't played it, but it's just hard for me to wrap around the concept of that kind of zombie. I love zombies. Zombies are way cool. Running over zombies. I mean, it's a win-win.
And you get to blow them up with guns and missiles and
missiles.
flamethrowers.
And so, how does that fail?
Yeah. I think just limiting themselves to
Single player
being by itself,
and
so.
not really.
And let me make this straight for all those listening. Go check it out. It's not an expensive game at all.
How much is it?
$15, I think, Jordan.
15.
Yeah, 15. So
USD.
So check it out. It's just not my taste. I did notice they do have 4 out of 5 stars rating on the Xbox One marketplace. So there are people out there that do like it. It's just not. It's just not my cup of tea. And it's not a game that I hated, but I didn't like it either. It just is.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Okay,
So,
fair enough.
anyways, with that, this is what that sound was for. This is our new segment that we're introducing. The Xbox One, it is a gaming machine, and we are gamers and focused on it, but there are also apps in this game, or in this game. There are also apps in this box,
console.
in this console, if you will. And we thought to provide better service, we would talk about those apps every week with this segment, the App of the Week segment. And this week's app, the CW app. And let's start with Rad Like My Dad, because he probably uses it the most. The CW app, do you think it's a good app? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Just give us your opinion overall.
I like it because I don't have to go onto my computer, especially since it's not near my Xbox. But,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I've watched a couple different shows on it.
What shows, by the way?
Arrow, and then...
You have watched Arrow on it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's
man.
where I watched all season 2.
And then I've also watched the Flash trailer, which is awesome.
Dude, I just watched those today.
It's cool,
and I
huh?
will say,
Yeah.
awesome. I love the
I
trailer.
love Arrow.
I love the trailer when the Arrow's in there and he's like, "Tip, get a mask," and they're like fighting each other, kind of. It's so cool.
Yeah, so that's part of the
The
trailer
Flash
for
story, the
upcoming-
Flash show looks well done.
Yeah.
It's from the
So
trailer.
it starts this fall, but you like my little plug there. It starts this
There,
fall.
yeah. Full disclosure, we are not sponsored or anything. We this is just an app we're reviewing.
What bugs me is they play the same freaking ad like 4 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's
But
always freaking Vampire
And
Diaries.
it's super loud too. And it's like
that's not unique to them though.
Yeah, that's
the
normal.
Ad.
But give me a different ad, please. Not the
all-
same one. It like plays it over.
we
and
all
over.
run into that. If you watch Twitch,
Like-
you know that you get the same commercial every time.
But like literally 4, like 1 and then 2.
Yeah,
then
and
3,
it's
then
always
4,
for
and then it shows
tampons
again.
or something.
I know.
What the freak?
Yeah, that's not a problem with Twitch or the CW.
Isn't that
It's a problem with
ABC or-
CBS.
Oh, CBS.
They're the ones who
Yeah.
run the commercials for
But-
Twitch. Exactly. I don't know who runs it for CW. But
Well, CW, I would imagine, manages their own.
I think the other show I watched got canceled.
Well, if
so I
you're
can't
hearing-
remember.
yeah.
Oh, it's the... I don't remember what the heck they call it.
So the app itself, the interface, you like the interface? How do your shows? I mean,
well, it's
does it
pretty
stream?
simple.
Is
It's
it
just the
tiles?
tiles, yeah. So that's basically all it is. But It's not bad. It shows you some like interviews and behind the scenes stuff as well, but it's not bad.
Yeah.
I think I wouldn't use it if I didn't have Arrow on it, but
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think that
You're
if
not
anyone,
a Vampire Diaries kind of guy.
actually,
if anyone has criticisms for it, they just don't like the CW content itself. Which let's hop right over to Mr. McSpicy because that's his criticism of it is the content.
My criticism is I don't like the content itself.
yeah.
That's my criticism.
Have you watched Arrow yet?
I have not. I've been told by a lot of people to
It
watch
is-
that.
it is
Did you
a good
watch
show.
the trailer
It is a good
for
show.
Flash yet?
I watched the one where he was shooting at a tree.
Okay, that's just like a little.
That's a teaser. Yeah, there's more.
That's just a commercial. Watch the trailer for the upcoming season.
Okay, I just got to tell you, I was burned by Smallville. I thought it was ridiculous. There was too many awkward silences between Lana and Clark.
Okay.
I met Lana Lane. I hung out with her one time.
Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa. Okay.
Well,
there
just
you
don't-
go.
Just don't watch
Very nice.
Vampire
Can I shake
Diaries.
your
and you'll be
hand?
fine.
You can.
Whoa.
You can. And I can
Boom.
and I can say unabashedly that she is as hot in person as she is on
Well,
TV.
see, that's all that show was that's not.
That's kind of the CW.
Yeah, I don't like that stuff.
Because literally, like the other show I watched, it was about like the ones that have telekinesis and stuff like that. There were so many makeout sessions.
Do you really
in
want
that.
me to go into why I didn't
And I
like
was
Smallville or any of the content?
No. Let's.
No.
Because I can.
That
Well,
was
no,
that was-
Smallville had issue. Season 3 through like 9 sucked, and that was Smallville's problem. Okay.
Are we gonna? Okay.
Yeah.
No. Season
Rabbit hole.
1 through whatever.
Rabbit hole.
One
Just watch
season
Arrow.
like 1 and 2 were okay. I could get behind
No,
those.
I could.
They weren't like the best
looked
show,
up
but I
my
can get
watch
behind
at the
them.
end and said I wasted
Okay,
my life.
pulling you back. CW the app. Mark, you're in. Or Mr. McSpicy,
Seriously, all they gave Superman was speed
your
because of budget restrictions.
your impressions, thoughts on the CW
Okay,
app.
sorry, I digress. Okay, I took notes on this one.
Oh, yeah.
I downloaded it today, earlier today, and went through it because have you had it for a while then, or
Yeah,
you
I've
have?
been watching
Oh,
it since
my gosh, see,
last year.
he's the one to get the review from, but this is
Yeah.
me. I don't like
Well,
the
they
impressions.
They
Your
took
impressions.
everything off of it though.
Nope, this is my first thing I wrote down. What is the point of this app? Like, seriously.
Expound.
Okay, I went through a whole bunch of shows. They had a
It's
ton of
because
shows.
it's summer. They've taken all the episodes out of
They
them.
take it because I'm like, I cannot watch any shows on this. Every time I went into any show, besides Whose Line Is It Anyway,
Says go to
And I did watch-
it said
CWTV.com.
go online to watch.
Yeah.
I did watch Whose Line Is It Anyway while I was
During
preparing for the show
seasons,
earlier. just
they
so you know.
have all the past ones.
Okay,
or
that
not
makes-
all of them, but most of the past.
That
ones.
makes more sense because I was honestly going, what's the point of this? I'm
know.
going into each show and there's no content besides a trailer.
Trailer
Yeah.
for each show, yeah.
No,
Just
the
for
only trailer
Flash.
was just for Flash.
Oh, really? Oh.
I went into every other,
Because-
not every other one, but like 5 or 6 other ones.
Oh, wow.
And the only one that had a show I could watch was Whose Line Is It Anyway? So my first
Yeah.
point was, what's the point if it's telling me to go online to watch stuff?
Yeah, I don't understand why they did that. Why they
Well,
took
I
them
could
all
see
off, but
because they want. I could see
they're
it.
prepping for the next season.
Yeah, they
Okay.
wanted you to use it as
Fair
a way
enough.
to keep up with regular season.
Fair enough. I do have a thing that I liked. I like how you can pin an episode,
Yeah.
an episode to your dashboard
And I did that for Arrow and for Flash.
for Arrow.
Oh.
So
Now, that's
just did
just
that now,
a
though.
single episode or like a
The
show?
series.
the show, so
the
you click on
series.
it and then you go into their episodes.
Oh,
So
that
you-
is nice.
Yeah, that's
I
fine.
appreciated that.
That is
Um,
something that Netflix should take
Needs to
account
do,
of.
yeah.
Yeah, because that is
Yeah.
nice.
But my biggest problem is not with the app itself. It's
It's
with
content.
the content.
It's the
I'm
shows,
I'm
yeah.
just not a vampire.
Watch
Oh no,
Arrow.
a modern vampire. I mean, vampires
Don't
used to be
watch
cool.
Vampire Diaries.
Yeah.
But ever since I'm going to
So-
say Stephanie Meyer, okay, she ruined the genre.
Basically, yeah.
So overall,
I was gonna go
if
to Vampire
for someone, if they are if they do watch some of their shows via the CW or CW shows,
Yeah, if you like those shows,
is it worth it? Do you think to get
If they
this app?
populate the shows like Mark, like Rad, like my dad is saying, then
Yeah.
then all it is an app with VODs. You can get them online.
It's
Obviously,
basically
since that's
their
where they were telling
online
me to
version,
go.
Or
Yeah.
it's on the.
But the only part, the point of this app is to watch VODs.
Yeah.
Video on demand. So, the fact that it did that, if it does that, it didn't do that today. But if it does that, then yeah, I mean, I really like that you can pin Arrow or shows that you like to the dashboard.
Yeah, that is nice. Before I
that's
let you
smart.
go, you didn't see the Flash trailer. You just saw the teaser.
Yeah, I mean,
The Flash trailer.
I tried
does
to
look
watch
good.
stuff. I couldn't find stuff.
It looks good. Jort the Man, thoughts on the CW app?
Well, I don't really like the shows they have. But
Content.
the reason I downloaded that app is so I could watch Arrow every week, season 2, as it came out, and that's what I did. Put it this way, just like with, consoles or anything, if you have a good game, people are going to buy it. I downloaded that app because of that show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
That's
really,
cool.
the app, I think it's cool that you can pin it and stuff to your thing. I did that too during season 2. But other than that, it's just because of the shows. I don't really
Well, and
use it.
the whole point is VODs. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what that
And that's
app
not-
does.
The reason I got that app is because I love the Arrow show.
And with pinning now, you don't even have to go into that.
Yeah,
You
and
just go
and
into-
with pinning it, you just hit your pin and go right into
Straight show.
it. And I watched every episode as they came out. Like the season finale came out on
I would watch it
Wednesday,
the
and you
next
can watch
day,
it the
yeah.
very next day, just like Hulu. I even think you can do it that night because I remember watching one of them late that
you
night.
might be
Yeah,
able to, yeah.
so
Nice, cool. Yeah, myself, I'm not a CW thing. I tried to watch like Mary Queen of Scots. I tried to get into that, or it was a show about Mary Queen of Scots, anyways. And she was in France,
called
and everyone had American accents.
It's called Rain.
And yes, it is.
Because I see a
Yes.
freaking commercial
And
all the time.
dude, and the
during Arrow.
cinematography intro. Whoever does the intro to
Yeah,
that
they
show,
do
like
good intros.
so good. And I was like, all right, this is gonna be cool, No,
Yeah.
not. I wanted authenticity, and it was like, this was Mary Queen of Scots because she, when she was a child, got sent to France, right? So they got that right? She's Scottish, gets sent to France, and then comes back and becomes queen, or tries to become Queen of Scotland. So while she's in France, this is what it's like. I like totally, that French dude is totally hot.
That's CW.
And it's like, what am I watching here?
Welcome. How I see every show on that channel. Oh man!
She like totally tried to poison my food.
And then they stare at each other like, "Oh,
going
yeah."
It is a shame because it
Makeup
looks
session.
so cool. Anyways, so is it safe to say, in summarizing, to finish up this segment, CW app, great. Arrow seems to be the show that everybody is using the CW app for, and it's works good
And
for
Flash
that.
is coming.
Oh,
out,
I
so-
did. I will say I did do Whose Line Anyway. I do like Whose Line Is It Anyway. Popped up right away, no problems. I
did.
Yeah, streamed well, HD. It was nice. So
Yeah, I agree.
so the app itself is good.
For what it is, yeah.
Content, you can be the
You
judge.
can choose.
You can be the judge
Pin
of
it
that.
for your wives.
Get it, get
There you
it
go.
for your wives.
So they can see Clark and Lana just stare at each other throughout the entire episode. I'm gonna keep going, and it's just so stupid. I mean, talk, make out, or do something.
This means
Fly away.
this music means it's time.
Superman can't even fly because they don't have the budget to make him fly.
It's time to get into our discussion segment. This is the segment where we enlighten your minds, we expand them, we blow them.
away. I'll finish that. Oh my gosh.
Okay, anyway, so this week we did not have any mail necessarily. We had a bunch.
I was
real
like, what happened? Did we
No
lose
real
all our
questions. No, just no real questions this week. Just some comments. However, on my stream, Organic, and he brought this up on Mr. McSpicy's stream as well. Brought up a good question that I just thought we could toss around the room. He just wanted to know what our thoughts were if you could play via a tablet. You like to have a PlayStation or the Wii, you can play on that stream. It doesn't have to be on the TV. You can play on that screen. You can play on the Vita. It sends it to there, and you could play wirelessly, essentially, right? What our thoughts
Wait,
are.
so basically, he's asking,
A handheld?
how would we feel if the Xbox had like?
Did that, and his thoughts were most likely it would be through tablets, right? Through the Surface or the Xbox app. Would we like that? Is that a feature that we think would be used? Could we see Xbox going that way? Let's start with Mr. McSpicy.
I think that's situational. I mean, in my house, it's just me and my wife.
Yeah.
And we have a couple of TVs, and there's a PlayStation upstairs where our bedroom is, so my wife can just watch Netflix or anything on that. I can game whenever I want. So I think the point of this is to be able to game when someone else is using the TV, right?
Yeah, exactly. Mhm.
So in my case, and I know there's others like me, that doesn't.
It doesn't affect you.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it would be cool if let me put myself in someone else's shoes. I want a game right now. I can't. Yeah, it'd be cool. The problem I see right now is the hardware. If they're going to do it on the smart glass with like an iPad or whatever, they're going to need actual physical controls.
Yeah, well, and like you
I
could
can't touch screen.
For
with
instance,
joysticks.
on the Surface, it has a USB, so you could plug in your Xbox controller, or your Xbox controller is still wireless, so you could go in theory, right? Or so that was his idea. I mean, this is all hypothetical, so we can't really go too far into
this
the.
Is would we want this?
Would we want it? Do we see it as something that Microsoft will pursue, seeing that both the Wii and the PlayStation offer this option?
Honestly, it doesn't appeal to me. Probably because of my situation, like I explained.
Yeah.
It'd be. I mean, the option, I guess, it'd be cool, but no. I want 1,080 pixels. I'm sorry, that 900.
That comes first, damn it.
No, I mean, it's cool, but if
do you think that's possible? Do you think that they will, in a 10-year span, let's say it lasts 10 years this generation, do you think that Microsoft will pursue that?
Well, the Wii U, I've never really used it. I've seen it. But here's the deal. With any big business, whenever you got the big five or the big three in this case, we'll say Sony, Nintendo, Xbox. If some of them takes a jump and it works, the others will jump on board. The Wii U is the only one of these big three that do that, right?
The PlayStation does through the Vita.
So it does do it through the Vita. Then Microsoft is probably looking into it. I mean, that's just how business works.
Whether or not it will actually happen is another question.
If it works, that's just whoever moves. If it works, others follow. I mean, that's how it is with a lot of industries.
Yeah. Red like my dad. Thoughts on that? Is that something you'd like to see? Because I know you like that idea with the Vita a lot, to the point that you wanted to buy a Vita and a PlayStation.
I was looking at 3DSs and PSPs today.
Yeah. So he likes that hand.
No, that's okay.
He likes that handheld
Don't be ashamed
experience.
of your gamerness.
But if it's gonna be something like that, I want something that I can take with me when I'm not at home. Honestly, because
and that is so the Vita, for instance, if your PlayStation is plugged in at home and you are in Michigan and you have Wi-Fi, you can stream your game from your home console to your Vita.
So you're talking about like using smart glass as a gaming handheld,
basically,
kind of
to enable something.
Well, we're kind of going to see that with the district, right? Anyways.
Oh, that is a good point. Yeah, kind of.
So it's like a very limited.
Yeah, where you're a drone on your tablet and you're coming in.
The Division.
The Division. Why
the
did I say
District.
The
I was like, I don't mean to. I didn't even catch that.
I say that every time.
The Division.
Why?
I thought I missed something.
Peter Jackson's
isn't
game.
The District some movie on Netflix or something like that? I see.
Well,
like
there's District
9.
There's like the districts in the Hunger
The
Games.
Division. Sorry, everybody. The Division.
Yeah.
The District.
I thought I missed a game.
Yeah, so that's a good point. They're kind of already doing that in a limited way.
Yeah,
and weren't you telling me today, because I'm not up on the PlayStation Vita, but that the Vita, basically PlayStation, I think, was trying to push that aspect of the Vita to push more Vita sales, and it has largely failed.
The problem is you're ending up, if you're going to spend, the Vita's like $200-$300,
and it would be the same for any kind of tablet if they,
Yeah, you're looking at way too much for just to play something.
Yeah, Jordan, let's jump over to you.
Just for 5 minutes of playing while someone's watching a movie.
Well,
yeah.
I don't know. I think, I know this is all theory, but if they were to stream it to the smart glass, we could plug in a USB or something to use a controller. I don't know. It just seems like that would be a lot of work for Microsoft, and the payout wouldn't be as much. Because it doesn't seem like that feature is very... the PlayStation Vita is... Although it's a cool concept, I have a couple friends that have PlayStations and stuff, and they never do that. You know what I mean? They just go to their computer.
I think they'd have
There's the GeForce came out with the thing that they did.
The
Kind of
Shield?
like the
Yeah,
oh, is that it?
here.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the NVIDIA Shield is what it's called. It was cool when I heard it, but I don't think it's very... Is it popular? Or does it say anything on the screen? To me, it doesn't seem like it's that popular. I never see it,
Yeah.
So, but I just think, like Mr. McSpicy said, when one company does something right, the other two jump on. I think that's true, but I think...
Well, they jump on.
I think that's a double-edged sword.
They jump on if it's a success.
Yeah. I think like the Wii does it. I have a Wii U, and I've only once or twice ever turned off my TV and used it on the gamepad. I mostly do it on TV. But what I'm saying is, the Wii U does that, and they're good at that, right? So that's what they're good at, and that's what they focus on. Microsoft, I don't think they will do it because their niche is Xbox Live, and they'll focus on Xbox Live, right? And then Sony has their niche, and they'll focus on that. But I think if they try to spread themselves too thin, it won't work out. And I think when you start to do all this stuff, you might do that. They need to focus on what they're good at, which is Xbox Live, and then expand from there.
I think, probably to summarize, we all have the same feeling that it could happen. It doesn't really matter to us, and I'm sure that the majority of people feel that way. I mean, you have a Wii U, and like you said, most of the time you're on your TV screen.
I use it on the
and
TV.
it's
Although
built,
the gamepad is cool, but
it's built for that feature.
The thing is I'm on my TV screen, and the gamepad offers me different options that I can use on the TV screen. That's what's cool about it. I mean,
just give
using
me
it as
Steam-type,
the all-in-one device.
I just
program on my
think-
computer that I can play my Xbox.
put it this way, this is my opinion. PlayStation went with the touchscreen on the controller. Cool idea, cool stuff, but how many developers are really utilizing it?
Yeah, well, we'll see as it goes along.
It just
we're
it
early,
seems
but-
like they're jumping on these things that are successful, but why don't you focus on what you're good at? Which is like for Microsoft, it's Xbox Live. We have an outstanding Xbox Live service, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think once you start to spread yourself too thin, you get a little
Thin.
Thin.
Yeah, there
You
you go.
get-
I don't know. Like
you get
you start
thinner.
doing. If you're gonna release something, release an awesome product. Don't half release it.
which is
I think if they start
actually-
doing these things. They
Which
might
is
be,
actually a great segue, spreading yourself too thin, because we all had an opportunity to read through Phil Spencer's internal memo with the decision to, which I got the feeling it was his decision, or at least he was in favor of this direction. Didn't you guys? I didn't get the feeling, anyways, that he opposed it at all. And granted, he's leadership; he has to say what he says. But I think that I think that this was the direction that he wanted to go personally after reading his things. What are your thoughts with this movement? Do we think it's good? Do we like the direction of Xbox getting rid of its entertainment division, focusing more on games? Is that what's happening, or was it just a giant failure? Jordan, let's start with Jordan.
I don't think it was a giant failure. I mean, when you got things like Quantum Break, which I'm gonna watch, I think that looks cool, and Halo. I don't think it was a failure. I think it was more of a business move. Is this going to the long? Well, the thing is it made it sound like they wanted to compete with Netflix and Hulu, and without current shows, like you can't do that with all gamer shows. You know what I mean?
Didn't they say that Halo's going to be made by 323?
Well,
343
343 Industries is
343?
involved with it. Yeah.
Man, I'm having a hard time with
Because
That's
Halo
okay.
belongs
Just
to
throw
them.
some. It's like a game of
But
darts.
I mean, Microsoft owns
Just throw
343
numbers out there,
Industries, so
y'all.
it is Microsoft that is doing Halo.
Yeah,
but it just, I don't know. It seemed to me like it was more of a business move. Like, hey, let's get rid of this division, and then because we don't see a payout or in the.
Let me give you guys my opinion, and then you guys can tell me whether or not you agree or disagree.
I
with it.
disagree.
Okay, of course.
Just kidding.
I like it. I think it's good. I think it's another sign. This is probably the biggest sign, the biggest move of the Phil Spencer. This is a gaming machine, and it has these other features. If you remember 2 years ago, I mean, there's montages on YouTube of how many times they said Xbox TV, and they said over and over, and it was this big push. And it was a failure market-wise in that respect. I think it was a good idea. They sold it wrong maybe. But I think this is a sign that Phil Spencer is saying, look, we want to be the best gaming console. And then these things, are added on features for our gamers. And so I like it. I like the move myself. I think it's a move in the right direction. Agree, disagree?
Oh, I agree.
Mr.
I
McSpicy?
mean, from what I can tell, this department was, I guess, ineffective. Is that inefficient?
It was rumored as well. I saw from multiple news sources that they were a mess, that they were disorganized, and that producers wouldn't work with
I
them.
mean, they're not dead weight, but they're close to it.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you're gonna, chop it off, make your other stuff better, like Jordan's saying. I don't, there's. They
Focus
kept
on what makes you good.
They kept a couple key people for the Spielberg show that they're doing.
Ridley Scott,
Yeah. But I mean, you can get you can probably get better content if you have somebody in charge of licensing out
outside
the
source.
people that know what they're doing.
Absolutely.
You know, have just a 2-man, 3-man team just making the calls or whatever, reviewing the stuff and saying yes. Have one brain that says change this, change that, but yeah, looks good, or license out any. You know.
Yeah.
Have somebody that is a content creator make the content, not, your own department, I guess.
Well, what was interesting was in this E3, it was like a flip. Microsoft talked no Xbox TV, all games. PlayStation really
All
focused
TV.
on TV and Sony Entertainment. And then,
and
granted,
they also mentioned how much better they were than anyone else.
that is true.
And that they had a lot more smoke on their stage doing some of the
Okay, keep going. I had to throw in that jab.
I know. But the difference with Sony is, I think Sony has Sony Entertainment. They've already been in the movie business.
Well, Sony owns Columbia Studios, right?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Really.
they do. I think they do.
Well, I'm going to check because you keep throwing this stuff out here. Keep going, David.
I don't know, but and so I think that's why I think this is a good move by Microsoft. Like Jordan said, don't spread yourself too thin. This would be one of those instances. Red like my, you think this is a good move, bad move? Are you disappointed at all by it?
Not really. It doesn't really bother me too much. I remember a few podcasts ago we talked about like when they first announced these are coming out. I remember Mr. McSpicy said, "I like it as long as it doesn't get in the way of our games."
Of games,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
I think
And
that's
I think
great.
it is. It's probably getting in the way of the games, and it's kind of changing focus, and they don't want that. Like Phil
Yeah.
Spencer wants it to be games because that's what E3 was about, was games, and I like that. That's why I bought the Xbox One, was for games, not for some movie that they're going to make about
Well,
it.
yeah, and I mean,
A
just
game.
like I said, if you can get better product for cheaper,
Yeah, you might as well.
I mean, that's what's happening. I'm guessing they, I don't know what they're going
Well,
to do, but
yeah.
just license it out and get
Yeah.
people that know what they're doing, and it'll be a better product, and you don't have to have
This giant overhead
Yeah, exactly.
that you're paying for. Jordan, you were going to say something?
Well, no, it just seemed like, from everything I've read, it just seems like the Xbox TV was trying to compete with Hulu Plus and Netflix, and I don't think that would have went well, especially if they're doing only gamer content, like the Atari documentary. I would be interested in that, but like,
Well, that's still coming out.
like
Yeah, I mean,
that, which is still coming out, but like, who other than gamers that
Yeah, it's
know
a
what
very
Atari is, who,
niche
I mean, if you're trying to compete with
documentary.
these companies like Netflix and stuff, so I don't know. I think it's good that they got rid of it, and if they want to do these TV things like Halo and stuff, I think that's cool too.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
It only
well, and that's
enhances it.
so
Like, for
iconic.
example,
That's such
yeah,
an iconic
it's
Microsoft
just-
brand.
I want a console for games, but I also don't think there's nothing wrong with adding other stuff to enhance that experience. Like, for example, I love Halo. My experience was enhanced when Forward Unto Dawn came out, which is not a game, it's a movie, and it was
Yeah.
really good. Like, I mean, I love my Xbox, and I love that Netflix is on it, so when I'm done gaming, I can just go right to Netflix. Like,
Yeah.
I don't mind all these other side stuff, it's just as long as...
It doesn't
There's
get in
nothing
the
wrong
way.
with it, yeah,
Yeah.
like you said. Like you
Yeah.
said, as long
Games.
as it doesn't get in the way of
Yeah.
gaming.
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
And
with go ahead.
Sony owns Columbia. Who was right?
Nice.
My gosh.
Fact check.
I know.
Fact checker right there.
Boom.
It just happened. Last but not least, Assassin's Creed Unity came out. And Mr. McSpicy is grabbing his notes. Came out with a new gameplay trailer.
That was way funny, dude.
I think he thought I said nuts, not notes.
He's crying. Wow.
No, that was. Anyways,
David, you are on a roll.
I know, man. Boom. And it was featured on the Xbox this week, Xbox Live Marketplace. If anyone, I'm sure a lot of the listeners got a chance to listen to that, view it,
Or it's on our Facebook page.
watch it, listen to it. Why
Yeah,
would you listen to it?
that's
It's also
where I
on
found
our
it.
it's also on our Facebook page. Thank you, Facebook X1 Bros. What did you guys think about it? Let's start, Mr. McSpicy. Thoughts on the new trailer? Anything new that you liked? Anything you didn't like? Excited? More excited? Less excited? Couldn't care less.
And my rating would be just above a meh.
Just above a man. Okay.
Okay. So I mean, it's pretty gruesome. There's heads being chopped off, and, stuff like that. My main thing is I didn't see anything new. But see, here's the thing. I think the point of this trailer was not to show anything new,
Just to get you excited.
just to get you excited. And
Remind you of it.
yeah, I didn't see anything. All I saw was Assassin's Creed with better graphics.
And it was was it just single player
video
of it?
Yeah, and I think the point of this was
there was no multiplayer.
They usually do a really
video
good job with their trailers, and it was pretty cool. Like I remember there was a trailer. I don't know which one it was for. It was an Assassin's Creed trailer, but they had music from Justice, which it's one of my favorite trailers of all time because of the music in it. But anyways, that said, it was. I'm expecting something like that, and I was just like, yeah, okay, Assassin's Creed.
Yeah,
looks
Jordan,
good.
how about you?
I thought it looked cool. Okay, so I played the first and second Assassin's Creed, and those were the last ones I played because, and everybody can get mad at me. It just seemed like it was the same thing over and over again.
It seemed the same thing.
And you know what I mean? Like
that's the thing. It did seem like the same.
It felt that it's kind of why I got. And I'm sorry, but it's kind of why I got out of Call of Duty because it just felt like the same thing again.
So
this new one with. I like the time period, French Revolution. That interests me, right?
Yeah, that is a cool time.
And what mostly interests me and made me want to come back was the 4-player co-op.
And it didn't show that
seamlessly in the thing.
That's why
I'll admit, like, when the character, I'm going to call him Altair, not as cool, because I think Altair was the best character. When he was jumping around, he was swinging differently, like than the other. He looked cooler. Like, they added a little bit.
They did show that. If you notice, he was
and he swung.
If you notice, he was falling, and then he grabbed the thing and swung up. Yeah, you haven't been able to do that before.
No, yeah, and it's
so it did show those
a little
nuances.
I see a lot of stuff that makes me. Let's put it this way: this would be the first one I would actually go out and buy myself and play. My only problem is Ubisoft. Hey, man, I'll pronounce their name right when they give me a solid multiplayer experience.
Okay, fair enough.
Look, so when Ubisoft, it's just if Ubisoft is listening, all I want is not like in Watch Dogs.
This is our Christmas list.
Keep going.
In Watch Dogs, it was really hard to invite your friend to your game. And if this is going to be a 4-player co-op, just make it simple. Make it invite friend, and so I can choose Mr. McSpicy or Red like my dad or X1 right away. Like, oh, X1 popped on. Jewel, invite to game right away.
Yeah.
Don't make it complicated. Don't advertise multiplayer and then make it a hassle to play. But that's.
I love how we were talking about the trailer to Assassin's Creed.
I want to get this game for the. This is appealing to me because I want to play with you guys. 4-player Assassin's Creed. I want to get this game, but the thing that will stop me from paying $60 is the fact that it might not work correctly. And I know Assassin's Creed is a single-player game, and I'm sure the story will be good and this and that. But
so this is this the trailer that we were?
This is it. This is Assassin's Creed 2. Oh, I love this song. We're just jumping right into this.
That is nice.
Just wait till second 35. If any of you have not seen this trailer, it's so bad, eh?
Here we go. We're almost at 35 seconds. Oh, the Mona Lisa pops up. Oh.
This is a sweet trailer. This is a trailer that gets me excited.
That makes me want to play. Oh, dude. Oh yeah, sneaking around. See him stab somebody. Or stole something. Riding some ponies. Anyways, that is a good trailer.
That's a trailer that gets me excited. Yeah. Genesis is the song, by the way. Justice is an awesome band.
I want to get this game, but the only thing holding me back is will the 4-player co-op be a smooth experience? If it's not a smooth experience, then I'll probably be out for at least until they fix it. You know what I mean?
So this trailer didn't make you more excited?
No, I mean, like I said, when he was jumping around and all the details and stuff when he was swinging, that was all cool, and I am excited for this game, but the only thing that holds me back is I want to play with you guys, and I want it to be, X1 Bros just hopped online, invite to game and help me with this mission, not, let's spend 20 minutes trying to figure out how to get in the same match, All
right, I will, let's go to me, and then we'll finish with Red like my dad. It got me more excited for this respect. For this aspect. Because of this aspect. I don't know what I'm saying.
I respect that.
I respect that, yes. They really emphasized the time period. They get his speech about the French Revolution and the decadence of Marie Antoinette. She's the one that you're going to probably assassinate, I would imagine. Or at least you're a part of that scene.
Or give her cake.
Yeah, the atmosphere when they show the huge, they would pan they would pan to huge palaces, the inside of it with the lighting, that whole era, that it got me more excited because it showed more of that.
The detail was really good.
Yeah,
and that's what I liked about
it
that.
looked really good.
Yeah,
I like the era. I like the location. I like everything about that. I like the 4 players. I'm excited for this game.
I'm excited about the co-op, and I didn't see any co-ops, and so that's why I'm just like, meh.
Well, no,
Yeah,
I
can
completely agree with you. It all looks great. It's just the only thing holding me back is I think I'll get the most out of that. I'm excited for the co-op as well, so that's why
Co-op.
I'm just worried.
Okay.
You've been burned one too many times.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it made me excited. It made me more excited for it. I'm way into history. I mean, I like Valiant Hearts, which was all basically a history lesson, and French Revolution.
Yeah.
It is a cool time.
Influenced the American Revolution and vice versa, and so
It's an interesting time.
It is an interesting time period. Red Like My Dad, thoughts on the trailer?
I thought it was just I'm kind of more with Mr. McSpicy. It was just meh. Like the other one was pretty cool when we watched like the
I will say I agree with that. It was not as cool as the first, because that first one. Granted, that one was an E3.
That
it was a couple minutes long.
Yeah, it was to show off the multiplayer.
I mean, I'd give it just a point above meh.
Yeah.
It's a little higher.
It's cool. Yeah.
Meh.
That's
okay.
You know? Do we know? Do you get to use ships in this one at all?
Doesn't look like it. I mean,
Yeah, you want to go whale hunting, right?
Yeah,
I
the
doubt it.
ships
I doubt it.
All 4 of us
cool.
go on whale hunting.
Yeah,
Ships
all
were
4 of
cool.
us.
I don't know. The French Navy at that time period
Maybe.
was legit.
Honestly,
so
that
maybe.
time period kind of creeps me out with the wigs and the makeup and stuff. So I'll be excited to stab him in the face.
All
You
right.
know why they wore
Man,
wigs,
that's-
right? Lice
Yeah.
went in the wigs, not in their hair.
Oh my gosh!
Yep.
Did you learn that from Valiant Hearts?
No, no. But lice was a big
We
problem.
learned that in the trailer.
Lice, lice was a big problem in the trenches in Valiant Hearts, just in World War One. Just so you know,
No, that was
I learned that from Valiant
That's
Hearts.
a shame.
They called that protein.
What are we talking
I
about?
don't know. I think it's time to go. I think it's time to get out of here. All right, Jordan, what are you up to this week? What can people expect, and where can they find you?
You want me to write it down for you? Here.
they can find me on
George.
at JordanManXOB on Twitter,
Okay.
and then they can find me on Twitch at JordanMan_X1Bros, and they can find me on the Xbox at just JordanMan. And this week, I stream on Wednesday, and I'm playing Destiny.
Oh, that's this weekend, ladies and gentlemen. Destiny.
Snapperino.
And here in Utah, Thursday is a holiday. It's a state holiday.
So I'm staying up late.
So we're going to be up all night long.
Not a school night for
all
us.
night long, baby.
So yep, I will be. That's what I'm playing. I'm playing Destiny. I'll probably be playing it all weekend. I want to try and get the most out of the beta as I can. I want to try. Okay, just a disclosure. Everybody on Twitch right now is streaming the multiplayer.
Do you want me to talk about this?
Yeah, you talk about that, Mark.
Okay, so right now the PlayStation 4 has the beta to Destiny.
Yes.
I'm disappointed in the streamers. I want to watch the entirety of the everything that's available in the beta. All I'm seeing is domination. I don't know what it's called.
It's the PvP.
The PvP. That's all I've seen.
What is there more modes available in the beta?
No. It's all.
I don't
access.
know!
It's access up to a certain point, but there's going to be strike missions in the single player mode and stuff.
I will
like that.
say the coolest thing I saw.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
Okay, let's.
They said that Destiny is very similar to Halo Reach's multiplayer and Halo multiplayer, and that's fun multiplayer. That's fun competitive
Okay.
multiplayer. So that's why I understand them playing it all the time, but I want to see more of the story. I want to see the strike missions. I want to see all. So that's why I'm going to try and branch out and do a lot of different things in it.
I'll apologize right now if that's all that's available. Then
Then
that's
all that's
a
available,
shame. I mean, I want to get excited for this, but all I'm seeing
No,
is the
yeah.
same domination gameplay on all the streamers.
Yeah.
And-
This is a big week. This is
Yeah.
a big week. Destiny coming out. The coolest thing I saw before we move on, I saw a guy die. He died a lot. He sucked.
That is pretty cool. Man.
Yeah. No, but when he respawned, he throws out a freaking like hovercraft motorcycle thing and just takes off, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh man, that's so cool.
I was actually telling Mr. McSpicy, I said, "Whoa, those loading screens are really cool." I mean, I'm going to get over it in like
yeah, the
3
UI
minutes.
is
But
pretty.
the loading screens were pretty cool because it's all interactive. Because I know Bungie's trying to go menuless, if that's a word.
No, it is pretty,
They're not-
and it's
they're trying to get rid of
minimalist.
menus.
That is what I noticed.
And
It's
from-
like nothing.
I don't
there.
know if this is true or not, but from what I understand, when you start the game, like you hit go on your Xbox, there's no main menu. You go right into the game.
Oh, that's cool.
That's
Yeah,
just
I do
from
That's
what
great
I
for
hear.
immersion.
Yeah, that's just from what I hear. I don't know if that's true or not. I did hear that, and I think that's a cool concept.
I really like when you start the multiplayer match, how you start out. Have you seen where the guy like throws down the flag?
Yeah.
You feel pretty
So
cool.
with that minimalist look, does that quicken load times at all?
What do you
I'm
mean?
not sure. I mean, it's a beta. We won't know until the final for sure.
Wait, what do you
but
mean load time?
Like,
what?
when
what,
you-
Like how long it takes to
Load
get
a game?
into the game?
what
Not-
would make
not
it
Like
load-
how Rise takes
like,
forever
in
to
between
load
when you
up a
die,
level.
loading
for
screens.
instance,
Have you ever
loading
ran into
screens.
loading screens?
No,
ever?
yeah, but I didn't. What?
You know
I'm
what
that-
no, I'm confused. What is going to make the loading
That's
times
his
long?
reading time.
To try, like, okay, let's go Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yeah.
There's like no besides the load.
Oh yeah,
enter
yeah.
the game
It's going to
loading.
be. I don't know.
Skyrim.
Yeah, I don't know.
Skyrim's
I just
another
know
good
there's
example.
no.
You load the game, but then you never. Well, no, Skyrim you load
When
every
you enter
every-
cities.
When you
I
enter,
just
yeah.
yeah, I don't know how long the loading screens are going to be. I just know that they're trying their best to minimize menus. And from what I've seen, the only menu I've seen is when you pull up your character.
That you just totally failed on me. I wanted to know that.
We don't know. It's, I
I'm-
mean,
I'm
it's
kidding.
like we don't even have the beta yet. We're watching the PlayStation 4
It's
players.
not 1080p.
All right,
We
so
don't know
if
about
that's
loading times.
if that's all that's available, I forgive.
Okay, but look,
PlayStation 4
I'm looking it up. I'm
streamers.
pretty sure that's all.
Anyways,
available.
what I'll be doing, David.
All right. Well, wait, Jordan. Where can people reach you at?
You already said that.
Oh, you already said.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
And I'm playing
Yeah.
Destiny all week long.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
stupid.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mr. McSpicy.
At Mr. McSpicy is my Twitter. Tweet me. I love talking games. So
Tweet it up.
Tweet
Oh
me.
yeah, me. I like talking too. Tweet me.
I like to talk.
Sorry. Oh, and friend me. If you friend me, I'll friend you back. I've been doing it, so just.
He also
Sorry, I
likes
forgot to mention all that
read.
because when we got talking about Destiny,
You
I
get
like new
distracted.
friends and I like all that stuff. So, friend me, tweet me, watch me.
We love video games, so talk to any of us. We'd love to talk. So that's my Twitter account, Mr. McSpicy, CEY, Mr. McSpicy. And the rest is the same. My Twitch account that I stream on, that I will be streaming on Monday. I don't know what I'll stream yet, but I will be streaming. And my Xbox Live is Mr. McSpicy. So, yes, I will. And if you want to join me in gaming, just feel free. I know this week, just so you know, it wasn't urgent. It was intense. I just finished my stream. I was packing up, and he invited me to a game. I was like, why not? I jumped in, and he was like, whoa. I called his name, and he answered. And I will. If you invite me in, if I have time, I'll join your game.
Cool.
And I think all of us will, actually. So, yeah, I love to game.
Awesome. Red like my dad. How about you?
Check me out on Twitch, Twitter, and gamer tag at radlikeMyDad. I'll be streaming Tuesday and Wednesday, 3 to 4:30, and so Tuesday I might just do Plants vs Zombies. Wednesday I should have the beta for Destiny. So
Are we all going to be playing that day?
I'm probably going to jump in Jordan's stream, and you're going to be able to hear all of us because we have the technology to do that.
I'll stream.
Yay.
So in Jordan's party on Jordan's
Yeah.
stream. So yeah, definitely check
I'll
out.
stream early at
if you
3,
wanna check
but
out
then
Destiny.
I'll probably jump into Jordan's later that night.
Yeah. Hashtag bored at work. Mr. or Mark, Red like my dad. If you're bored at work, he streams in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Definitely check him out because he's made my workday go by faster already. So good times. YouTube, definitely check out our YouTube channel, guys. Before I forget to say that, we're gonna post any highlights from this week's Couchcast?
From Plants vs. Zombies?
Plants vs. Zombies.
I'm
Okay, well, we definitely have highlights on there from last week's Couchcast.
Do you want me to? I will. I'll post it.
Yes.
If it's requested, I
Yes.
will do it.
and then-
Are you officially asking me to post stuff?
Yes, I am.
I will post some
Okay,
stuff.
so check out our YouTube channel, X1 Bros. Let me finish this real quick. Jordan has his hand raised.
Yes,
YouTube channel, X1 Bros. We've been behind the last couple weeks if that's where you watch our podcast. We finally caught up this week, so you can watch us there as well. Facebook, X1 Bros. Check out the community page, which is separate from our Facebook page, if you want to have discussion with other community members. I will be playing... I don't know what I'm going to be playing. Plants vs. Zombies, probably, because I haven't played that yet. That's probably what I'll stream. And then definitely I'll be jumping into Destiny. Also, So we'll have a podcast before this happens, but it comes out the day before, so you might not hear it next Sunday. So not this upcoming Sunday, but next Sunday. What is the date on that? Like the 20... Someone look for me real quick.
I'll do it right now.
Right now. The
the
27th.
Oh,
The 27th. So the following Sunday, the 27th, is another community play. We have it scheduled for Titanfall, but I'm thinking we want to do Plants vs. Zombies. We
people.
can get more people into there, and it's kind of what we're on right now.
Yeah.
So
Plants vs. Zombies, the 27th then?
27th, Sunday at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So you guys probably won't get our next podcast before then, so we might as well say it now. Jordan,
just to answer the earlier question, Destiny has 4 story chapters, 4 competitive multiplayer events, and 4 co-op strike missions. So I don't know why everybody's playing.
I don't get it.
But
yeah,
and that was posted on Thursday, July 17, 2014.
They're waiting.
Posted
for you
on
to
the
do
internet,
it.
so take that as you will.
and the internet is true.
The internet is true.
So,
Anyways, that's us for the week. Don't forget, we are on iTunes. Please go over there. Even if you don't listen to us on iTunes, please go over to iTunes and rate us, rank us. They are the big dogs. That is how we expand our voice. That's how we build our community up. So please go over there, rate us, review us, leave us good thoughts if you like the podcast. If you don't, do it anyways. We like all reviews. Am I missing anything, guys, or is that
Destiny on Wednesday.
I think that's
No,
it.
I think we
Let's
mentioned
all
that.
become guardians together.
Oh.
Anyways, this is sorry about our technical difficulties. We didn't get to stream, so anyone that normally watches us stream, we apologize. Our goal is to actually do this live, but stream it live as well. So we will try and have those kinks worked out in the future, but that's it. We are Xbox One. We are the X1 Bros.
Yes.
Yes, we are.
Yes.
Let's get out of here. Bye-bye.